everyone, welcome to BioFocus. We all know about the cell. We learned that every living organism is made up of cell. In our previous class, we have learned some of the basic features of cell like say shape, size and structure of cells. Now, in this session, we will study the subcellular structures of the cell in detail. What are the subcellular structures present on the cell? Number 1. An outer covering which gives protection to the cell is called cell membrane or plasma membrane. Number 2. A fluid which is filled inside the cell, it is known as cytoplasm. Number 3. Cell organelles. They are the specialized subunit within the cell with a definite shape, size, structure and individual membrane. In other words, we can say that cell organelles are individual parts within a cell that work together to keep the cell alive and in a broader picture keeping the organism alive. We will be looking the organelles one by one in detail in our upcoming sessions. First of all, we have to know about the cell constituents. All the substances present inside the cell is called protoplasm and it is composed of 70 to 80% of water, carbohydrate, lipids, proteins and electrolytes. Let us look on to the outer covering of the cell, that is the cell membrane or plasma membrane. It is a thin, delicate, elastic outermost layer which covers the cell. It gives an protection and as well as shape. Plasma membrane is also known as semi-permeable membrane since it regulates the entry and exit of selected substances in and out of the cell. And the plasma membrane consists of bilipid layer with embedded proteins like integral proteins and peripheral proteins. In addition to cell membrane, a non-living outermost covering is present on the outside of the plant cell and bacterial cell, which is known as cell wall. It's mostly rigid in nature due to the presence of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. The next subcellular structure is cytoplasm. It is a thick gel, semi-transparent fluid which is found in both plant and animal cell. And this cytoplasm is present between the plasma membrane and the nucleus. The constituent part of the cytoplasm are cytosol, cell organelles and cytoplasmic inclusions. Next subcellular structure present on the cell is cell organelles. Let's start with mitochondria. We know that a cell requires some amount of energy to perform its function and this energy is obtained from a cell organelle called mitochondria. So let's get familiar with its structure in more detail. As we can see that it is made up of a double membrane and its outer membrane has tiny pores for the transfer of substances in and out of the cell. And it has an inner membrane which is folded many times in order to increasing the surface area and this folded structure is known as cristae. The major function of this organelle is the synthesis of an energy-rich compound called ATP. ATP is nothing but the adenosine triphosphate and it provides the energy for vital activities of all living cells. Moving on to the next cell organelle. Did you see the round shaped structure present in the center of the cell? Since it is present in the center of the cell, it is called nucleus, which means the core of the cell. We all know that human brains control the functioning of our body. In similar way, the nucleus is controlling the whole function in the cell. Nucleus controls or determines our physical appearances or identity because of a genetic material present in the nucleus. that is called DNA. We have heard a lot about DNA. It stands for deoxyribonucleic acid that we have discussed later. Coming to the structure of nucleus. The nucleus is a dark body found in animal and plant cell at the center of the cell. A double membrane which is covered the nucleus is called nuclear membrane, like that of the plasma membrane which covers the cell. Nuclear membrane is having some pores on the surface for the movement of substances in and out of the cell. Another spherical structure which can be seen inside the nucleus is called nucleolus. Inside the nucleus, a fluid is present called nucleoplasm, like that of the cytoplasm present in the cell. In nucleoplasm, there are present some small thread-like structure called chromatin, and these chromatin condenses to form chromosomes. These chromosomes contain stretches of DNA called genes, and these genes which stores the hereditary information and it is transferred to the next generation. Genes are the small segment of DNA, and this DNA combines with the histone proteins to form chromatin, and these condenses to form chromosomes. Let's wind up this session. I hope you all understand this class. We will be back with another interesting session. Do subscribe for more videos. If you have any questions, ask me on the comments below. Thank you.